Like, it's not just you and me. Like, even people, like all the YouTube videos Aiden puts up, like, people now know Aiden is the music guy.
Yeah.
They have figured that out. That, like, if there's good tunes in there, it's from Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
It's awesome. So, very cool, very exciting. But let's address the giant elephant in the room of GNC and seeing all these new cool products that we have displayed here. We are going back into GNC. It has been something that we've been working on for a minute, and this is the story behind it. So everybody's wondering what we're doing, why we're doing it, how we're doing it. There's been a ton of positive feedback because people are super excited for us to level up. And then there's some people that have some questions.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to run from the questions. I know they exist, and we're going to talk about them, but there's been a lot of fun stuff with it. So GNC, we started talking to them earlier this year, end of 2023 and earlier this year. And they pretty much wanted a new brand in the store. They had some troubles with Glaxon and Caged, and they were losing those two brands because of what would happen with their brands. But they were like, they want something, and they want something new. And rather than just go for a brand, like we had our past with them, and they were like, we want an edge. I was like, you want an edge? Like, yeah, we want you guys. I'm like, hey, I was like, if you want an edge, we are the edge. I am going to be me, because over the past several years of these companies, I'm like, if you either like me or you don't. You either like me or you don't. You like my face or you don't like my face. If my face pops up on your feed and you're like, fuck this dickhead. I get it. Completely understand, because I have that with other people. So, but we are the company with an edge. And we're going to be us through and through. And I said this year we're revamping the company with new flavors, new products, new ideas. We got a ton of new shit we have planned. And they were like, you do? And I'm like, yeah. It's like, that's what we want to do. And they're like, can we be a part of this? I was like, you want to be a part of it? And they're like, in a big way, Seth. We want you to be you. And I'm like, all right. 2 thumbs up, gentlemen. We're starting somewhere. I was like, we just got to be... We got to be very transparent with one another, and we got to support one another. Yeah. Because whenever you go into GNC, they're one of the biggest corporate retailers in the entire country for supplements. Mm-hmm. They are the specialty distributor, the biggest specialty distributor in the country. A lot of people are going to Walmart and Target and Costco and those things, and it's great. That's another level in another world. But GNC, they want a brand that has an edge, that is quality. And like I said, we were planning on doing all kind of new stuff. And they were like, how do we be a part of it? Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, so we're getting somewhere. And they said, we'd like to get behind your brand and get behind these things and get behind you in a big way. I said, awesome. I was like, so then that's good for you, because you're going to be getting some brand new, really exclusive stuff just for GNC. You're going to get behind it in a big way, meaning they're going to have heavy orders. They're going to have big pushes in their stores. They're going to be super excited about it. And they're going to help spread what we stand for as a brand, because they need an edge. And I was like, okay. So we came to, how are we doing all this? The new products, way more. Our brand new blended protein, exclusive to GNC. It is going to be a massive push with them, because they're excited to have it, which means that the order volumes are very high. And I was like, but I want to make sure that we spread our message. So they were like, well, what would you like to help spread the messages? I was like, well, we have a new pre-workout coming out. It's called HWMF. It is going to be our high-stim performance-based pre-workout. I was like, and it's going to be a slapper. It's a phenomenal product. And they're like, how do we get it? I was like, gentlemen, it stands for hardworking motherfucker. This guy. They're like, we would like that. It's like, oh, you want that? Are you sure? And they're like, absolutely. I'm like, so you guys, corporate GNC wants to feel the HWMF heat. They were like, yes, we would love it. And I'm like, game on, motherfuckers. So the exclusivity of HWMF is in GNC at first, because their thing is they want the edge, and they want to bring that. And them being such a big distributor, they're going to help grow the community. And I said, me and you were talking, we're like, well, then we're going to go so fucking hard with this that we want them to embrace who we are and what we stand for. Yeah. They want to get behind it. They want to be it. It's not like, usually, you you go with GNC and it's like you become the corporate entity that they are, which isn't a bad thing because they're a big retailer and they help your company grow. And they help us grow by, hiring more employees and growing our foundation of what we're trying to build here. But they wanted to become part of the community. And I was like, then you and I were talking, we're like, then we're going to go hard. So everyone, the cool part is you saw it. We have HWMF as an exclusive GNC out of the gate. And we're putting up a giant 2-foot by 3-foot sign in every single GNC across America. All over 2,000 stores, there is a giant HWMF sign in the stores. It stands for hardworking motherfucker. So my thing was, I was like, you and I were talking about it. We were like, hey, are we actually going to do this? And I'm like, I think we should. And you're like, I think we should. Then we're like, let's do it. They loved it.
Yeah, we submitted the first round of what this was supposed to be. This was going to be a collage of all the new flavors, the new products, just highlighting everything. Came back with a little bit of feedback, and we just went completely the other way. I'm like, dude, I was like, if we want a full commit, we have to have this in the store because everyone's going to ask what those 4 letters mean.
Yes. And they're going to have to tell them.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. Because it's who we are. It's what we stand for. We're not the prettiest. We are not the prettiest. We are not the most trendy. We just work incredibly hard. And it's cool to work hard. You should be proud of it. You should be proud to be a hardworking motherfucker. Like, at the end of the day, if you're somebody, no matter what you do, if you give your life, in every facet of your life, everything you have, why not wear this with such pride? Even though it's a little vulgar, it's like, dude, I don't care. Like, I own this shit. It's how I got to where I am. I would love someone to tell me that they're like, that's your kid? I was like, yeah, that's one hardworking motherfucker over there. I'm like, damn right he is. Like, what a thing to say, because then you know that that person is giving everything they can to what they're doing. Giant sign. So I am asking all of you to please flood the GNC stores and go get selfies with these giant signs in GNC. I want selfies. I want you guys to support the companies. I want you guys to try way more. We'll get into it. HWMF, all the stuff. But this sign means so much to me because it is everything that you and I have been working on for so long to continue to spread the message. GNC is a corporate retailer that people are going to go in the GNC and not know what this is and who we are.
Yeah.
This is the opportunity that we have to spread out who we are and what it means to us. And for people not to stop being so afraid to talk about being a hardworking motherfucker. Like, motherfucker is an intense term. But let me tell you, you should wear it on your sleeve. You should wear it proudly. You should tell people exactly who you are. This sign means, I cannot tell you how much it means to me. I love it. They embraced it.
I mean, everything about building this relationship and what we've set up it's been what we've been doing from the beginning. That day that me and Jay just told you to get on camera and just be you.
Be me.
And,
be you.
And that's what we've consistently been since the beginning. And that's why this is working this time around, because we're not being someone we're not, or a company that we're not.
You can't. Well, over the years, we just learned it's like, just be you. Don't be a piece of shit. Be you. Be like the best version of you that you want to be. And it's okay if you're a little bit of rough around the edges, a little bit of a degen, have some insecurities and vulnerabilities in life. It's okay. Be you. And like, that's all we ask for everybody. Like, even people that come, anybody that works for us, just like, dude, own your position. Be you. Make it your own. Don't make it what you think it should be for me.
Right. Make
it what it should be for you. And that's what that sign means. And the fact that the corporate executives at GNC loved it. And I was like, man, how can I like you? You guys fucking with me? You guys are fucking with me right now. You're just doing that to stroke me right now. And I think it was because they know that we have a great community. Mm-hmm. They know, and what we're doing together is super exciting. It's, how can't you love it?
Yeah. I mean, that's what we're most pumped about is seeing you guys flood these stores. We want GNC to feel our presence. Like they're going to feel it online, but they notice foot traffic. These store owners will notice it immediately.
Everything is about foot traffic, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
What you guys have been doing for the company, us releasing all these new products, we wanted to revamp to make things fun and exciting for you. All the Just Work flavors, all the new intakes, new flavors of everything that we have with hydraulic, the grinds, revamping those lineups, brand new intake, no ignition switch, it's intake, bringing HWMF as our high stim pre-workout that's better. It's not even in the same category as Seventh Gear. It's way better. Like you guys have been supporting in all of the stores that we sell to across all the mom and pop and brick and mortar stores are like Axe and Sledge foot traffic is through the roof. Mm-hmm. It's great. Is what our goal is. And people were also wondering, they're like, oh, you're going into GNC now, you're going to devalue your products. And what about the mom and pop stores and this and that? Well, GNC doesn't have the full range of supplements that everybody has. They don't have our full line. Mm-hmm. They have certain products that they wanted for GNC. And they have HWMF. They're going to have way more. They don't have all the farm-fed flavors. Mm-hmm. They don't have all the hydraulic flavors. There are hydraulic flavors that they're not going to carry. I'm not letting them carry them. Like there's hydraulic flavors that are only carried by the stores. Mm-hmm. We have other proteins, other farm-feds that are getting released over the next 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 16 weeks, to Black Friday that are specifically for online and the stores, not GNC. GNC wasn't a part of those planning procedures. So it's like, no, we're making sure that this time around we spread everything out to make sure that you guys are able to purchase things from direct to consumer or support a mom and pop, go to GNC, support our companies and everything that we're trying to do. Make it fun. In order to do those things, it is incredibly difficult. You have to have all of your people operating at a high level.
Yes.
Because the orders, you don't place an order on a Friday and 2 weeks later it shows up. We don't place an order for 10,000 of a flavor of a protein and it shows up in 2 weeks. No, it's 12, 14, 16 weeks. Mm-hmm. It takes time and planning and efforts. Like all of these things that we've been doing for every single product has taken a long time to do. So that's that part where it's like GNC has their stuff, mom and pop and brick and mortar and the brick and mortar chains, they have a whole different, they have a different lineup. There's some crossover, but not everything.
Right.
Like that's the beauty of this. That's why I'm so proud of it, because like it's not just me. There's no way I would go fucking crazy if it was just me doing all of these things. I'm at the helm of it all, but like there's a ton of it's
too much for one person.
Too much for one person.
Too much for two guys. Like it's. I mean,
but that's what we're doing, and that's why it's like people were asking and downgrade the quality of products. It's like no. None of that shit happens. Mm-hmm. No. We're not doing that shit. No labels are changing. No, like, because people, whenever you go into like Walmart's, like there's the same pre-workout, just the label has changed and the dosages have changed to meet Walmart standards. No, all of these things are our standard. That is what we created. GNC is a part of it. They're a part of what we're trying to do, and they have adopted the HWMF principles. We'll see how it goes. Yeah. Like I said, go in and flood the stores and take your pictures with that sign, and you're really going to like way more. Like
you are going to love way more.
You're going to way more is going to melt your fucking mind. Mm-hmm. There is not one person yet that has tried it that has not given the eyebrow raise like, holy fuck. Every single person. Hannah, whenever she didn't try it, she was getting a little pissed. So the one night I came home, I was making shakes so everybody could try it. And like whenever you shake it up in a shaker, like it just coats the shaker. Mm-hmm. It is so creamy and thick. It's insane. So I made it with water And I poured her some, and she tried it, and she's like, "Oh my, this is like really, really good." She's like, "What'd you make this with?" I'm like, "Water." And she's like, "No, you didn't." I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "You didn't make this with Fairlife." I was like, "No." And she's like, "This tastes like you mixed it with Fairlife, like the texture." And I was like, fucking right.
That's what we wanted.
It is way more. I think we sampled that more than any other product that we've ever done. It is so creamy, way creamier, way richer, way more decadent. It's way more better. Cheesy fucker. And Bob, you did the labels. These labels are phenomenal.
That's what I'm like most excited about.
Labels.
The fact that I was never really a label guy, and the fact that all these sitting on this table right now
are your work,
is my work. I'm ecstatic about that. It's dude, they're so cool. The Grizzly Honeygram that came together first, and
I remember it.
That's
they're very inviting. They make you want. Yeah,
they're fun. They're just fun.
How about how like they make you want to buy it?
Yeah.
Like whenever we set this all up on all our stuff, like whenever we're doing a product, like we put it on shelves. To make sure it looks cool on a shelf in a store. And then you put it in a gym bag and you like hold it there because that's what you're going to do whenever you do it. And that's how we plan out these labels, like holding HWMF in your hand, like pre-workout, pulling it out of the gym bag. How's it look? Like, dude, this is a cool shot. Like this label fucks hard. But like, and then whenever it comes to protein, like, okay, if we put it on a shelf at a store, because whenever you go to a store and you see a wall of proteins, you're like, at least I am. I'm like, man, look at that wall. And even other companies that do a good job, whenever another company does a good label too, we're like, you guys fucking slaughtered that. Like, what a cool job.
Yeah, I mean, with the proteins, like when I pull up the label like on my computer, like I think cereal box. I'm like, how do I make it look like the coolest cereal box label ever?
No shit.
That's the way I look at it.
So you look at like a cereal aisle. Dude, and then in your pantry.
Yeah, like I love walking down the cereal aisle in the store. Like I love it.
Fucker.
I know. Because I only like kids cereal. Like I don't like any of like the actual nutrient dense cereals. I like the sugary kids cereals, and I'm like, that's what I wanted that to be.
Way more is that. It is. Even it's because even people at the convention, like people were like, hey, they were like, this look, because we set up our convention booth to look like a store.
Yeah.
So that way, like everything would look like it would stand on a shelf at a store. And there was a lot of franchise owners that were like, this looks incredible.
Yeah. When you can visualize what the product's going to look like in your store, like it gets your wheels turning. Like, how am I going to train my staff? How am I going to tell my people how to sell this product? I mean, dude, you walk down an aisle and you see this, you don't even have to sell it.
There were a lot of people that were like, hey, the marshmallow milk.
Yeah.
That was another big one for everybody there. I was Never Ending Chocolates dude, just with our current numbers and inventory, I'm watching them and I'm like, dude, Never Ending Chocolate is starting to just push. I'm like, fuck, dude, people love chocolate.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah, you're like one way or the other. Like
I'm
really
not a chocolate guy, so I am. Brownie batter is really good in cereal. I really like that, and so I do cereal with Raisin Bran and Cheerios, and then I shake it up and so I put old school Seth. So I get like an old Chinese food container, like the plastic ones. So then I put in water and ice, and then I put in my cereals that I want, and then I just put 2 scoops of protein in there, like dry. So it's all together, and then I put the lid on and I give it a shake.
Yeah.
And then like the protein will gunk up on like the Frosted Flakes and Cheerios. So like it becomes kind of like a gooey, it still turns into a shake, but there's like, you know how like whenever you eat that garbage stuff, the Chex Mix with chocolate and you get like a really good chunk, that happens with protein powder, but in your cereal bowl. It's delicious. But anyway, you do that. And I think that way more is better. I think the chocolate is better than the Grizzly Graham for that. This in a shake is better than that. But whenever you add stuff to it, I think the chocolate's better because it tastes like brownie batter.
Yeah, it's legit brownie batter. Like it's not just like a glorified chocolate.
No,
like
it's brownie batter.
Yeah.
I'm really pumped about it. Super excited because it's not only this, but everything we did. I'm just really proud of everything we're doing as a team. The marshmallow milk went well. The never ending chocolate fucking slaughtered. All of the new flavors of hydraulic intake is still going nuts. HWMF, one scoop for me. One scoop for me. It's awesome. It's super. And then even the releases, like, dude, the summer release for AAR were nuts. People love hybrid shorts and Seth cuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the Seth cut's a big deal.
Yeah.
Luckily, we got a fucking dozen of them coming in.
Boatload coming in for August.
Yeah.
But I love it because it's so cool. Like, everything we say, like, you can't lie about what we have learned over the years. You can't pretend something's good and then it be not good. Okay. Like, we're talking a huge game about Way More.
Mm-hmm.
Way More is just, it's fucking incredible. The hybrid shorts, we talked a huge game about it, and people are like, dude, these are insanely nice. People love them. Wish we would order double. Mm-hmm. Then the Seth cuts, and I was like, it's going to cover up your nipples and your tit fat. So if you're a thicker dude, you can wear a Seth cut, and you're not going to have the tit fat hanging out. Mm-hmm. Every single guy is like, dude, you're right. Like, that is like a crown jewel whenever that happens.
Yep.
Super cool. It's great. Really is. But yeah, that's where we are. And you know, like I said, the goal was to spread the love of what we're actually doing, because we do have a great company. We have high quality products, and we're making sure that we spread the love of everything that we're doing and making it fun for you guys. So whenever you can go somewhere, whenever you do go put foot traffic somewhere, whether it's at a GNC or a chain or a mom and pop or whatever it is, there are certain things that you will find that are only available in those areas. Mm-hmm. The full lineup is not at GNC. They have their melon pop is their exclusive flavor that they have. Sour citrus punch is the exclusive flavor that you will only see in stores. Mm-hmm. Like, you won't see it at GNC. You won't see it in distribution. You will only see it at stores. You know, so... And the same thing with certain grind flavors, like ices. Like, you're only going to see them in stores. You're not going to see them everywhere else. Like, that's the fun part of it all. That's what we're supposed to do. Yeah. People really like Demo Day too.
Yeah.
We got an ovation. We got an ovation. We got a fucking big clapping session at the GNC conference when I was speaking on stage, and I was like, in Demo Day, and there were people pumped, and I'm like, I stopped. I was like dumbfounded.
They're whistling, standing up. I'm like, what? I was like, what did he just say?
What happened?
Like, I was like, legit. I was like, what did he just promise the crowd? You know? I was like, did we fuck up? And I was like, oh, he's just talking about Demo Day, one of our first SKUs we ever fucking brought to the market.
Yes.
People are carb powder driven.
It's our carb powder. So after that, we talked to the sales team, and it's our carb powder.
Yeah.
It's because it is a unique carb powder, and it fucking is awesome. Mm-hmm. But whenever people were clapping, I was like I didn't even say anything funny. I didn't say anything fucked up, and they were excited. I'm like, hey, good job, team. Nice, good job, guys.
I asked every store owner that came up to us that day. I was like, you moved a lot of Demo Day before. They're like, you have no idea. People still come in and ask, where's Demo Day?
And then Homemade's the other one.
Yeah, and Homemade.
Homemade sucks so bad. I love the product, but I hate the cost of it.
Dude, it's expensive. It's heavy. It's tough to ship.
Everything. That's why a lot of companies don't do them, is because it's heavy and expensive. And it's a huge pain in the dick. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, I'm pumped, dude.
So that has been our life for a while now, and now that's why we're excited, because now the launch is tomorrow on July 11th. Mm-hmm. Go flood the stores. Fuck them up.
Yeah.
Take your pictures. Make them take your picture. Be like, what's HWMF?
Yeah, tell them to hold the camera.
Yeah, hold the camera. Take a picture of me. And everybody, tag me in everything. Mm-hmm. I am going to repost every single person that tags me in taking a picture with that HWMF sign. Mm-hmm. Every single person that tags me, I'm fucking reposting it.
Yeah.
If I have 1,000 tags, I'm posting 1,000. I'm reposting 1,000 things in my stories. Yep. You will fucking swipe past my stories. I'm posting all of them, motherfucker. Because it's everything to me. Because when we first did the first shirt, people were like, you put a hardworking motherfucker on a t-shirt? I'm like, yeah, that's what I am. Mm-hmm. Like, And I started realizing that everybody likes it. Yeah. Give me the shit.
Yeah, it don't matter who asks about that acronym.
No,
like
no.
I've had old ladies at the grocery store ask what it is, and they're like, "Oh,
yeah, that was the one." And then anybody, like, if you bring it up, you're like, "Oh, yep," because today is so politically fucking correct. Everything's so politically correct that everybody's like, "Can we just stop trying to be perfect? Can we just stop trying to be perfect?" Like, dude, we know you still jerk off at home. We know that you got a weird foot fetish. We know that you have a fucking guilty pleasure that you like that you don't like to tell people, so you fucking project all of your bad feelings onto someone else to pretend to yourself that you're better. Like, no, it's okay to be a little fucked up. It's okay to not be politically correct. You're not perfect. You don't have to be. Like, that's what is pissing me off so much with society today, is that everybody's so perfect. They're like, look at my perfect day. It's like, oh, that's nice. So you don't do fucking dick all day then. If you're perfect, you don't try at anything. You don't try at fucking shit. Like, you got to work really hard for it. And it's like, if you work really hard and put yourself out there, eventually you're going to fuck up. Yeah, it's inevitable. And it'll be okay. It's okay if you make a mistake. Just understand it, learn from it, and keep moving on. And it's okay to have guilty pleasures and vices too. Like, just don't let them affect too many things. Don't, like, give in every day to them.
Yeah, moderation.
Yeah, like I was joking around this morning. I was like, if there's one person I would trade my life with for a day or a week, it'd be John Daly.
I heard that.
Yeah, because deep down, I would just love to know what it's like to be so talented at something and give zero fucks about everything else. Smoke 2 packs of cigarettes, drink 12 Diet Cokes, eat Snickers all day long, and still just blast a golf ball and be better than 90% of people ever did it. 95%. Like, how is that even possible?
I don't know. He's an anomaly.
How is that even possible? But then you might get in there and just be like, I'm good. Just a day. Yeah, and
He's got it figured out.
I don't know, man.
I
don't know how he feels. Like, dude, do you see them things? He's like, oh yeah, I could drink 40 of these in a day. Excuse me, what was that?
Yeah.
You drink 40 Miller Lights in a day? He's like, oh yeah, I drank 3/5 of vodka in a day too. What are you doing?
And show up for a 7:00 tea time.
Dude, no. That's that part that I'm like, oh, dude, like, I like feeling good. Like, I love feeling good. That's why I'm really into staying in shape and all that stuff. But then there's just that little piece of you. It's that little piece of you that pops out, and you're like,
we all got it, dude.
I know.
We all do.
Everybody does. There's not one person on the planet that's perfect. It's just that thing if all of a sudden somehow your guilty pleasure or something gets exposed, and then there's one person that's just going to try and tear you down because you have something in there, you know? Yeah. There is no perfect person. None. So it's okay. I have allergies right now. It sucks.
It's a thing.
I've been drinking a ton of fluids too.
This looks so cool.
Yeah, Hannah's a big fan of the intake melon pop.
Yeah.
Big fan. So Hannah takes pre-workout whenever we train together. And like, she used to never be that. And she's like, what is this you're always taking? And I'm like, scoop and a scoop. She's like, well, what are they? I'm like, it's intake and hydraulic 2. I do a scoop of intake and a scoop of hydraulic 2. And I like mixing them. I was like, I like mixing the flavors.
It's your own collab.
Yeah. Yeah. And she's like, can I take some? I'm like, has stimulants in it. So, if we're training in the morning and you just drank coffee, you're going to get a little whacked out. She's like, can I just do a half? I'm like, sure. But she was big on Island Breeze and Sour Peach Rings.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was her shit.
I haven't done that combo.
And then, because she was just mixing random shit every weekend. And then she saw the melon pop. And she's like, is this any good? And I'm like, actually, yeah, it's really good. She did the melon pop in blackberry lemonade.
Ooh.
Yeah. She did that. And then she did melon pop intake and sour citrus punch hydraulic 2. That was her shit. That was the one that she's like, that's my number one now.
Yeah, that'd be good. That sour citrus on top of that.
Yeah. But I just never took her as becoming a pre-workout person.
Kim likes the stimulants.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, she's into them.
Like how much into it?
Like she prefers a stimulant pre-workout over like a hydraulic.
Yeah. I get that. But
like
how much?
She won't.
I'm going to judge her degeneracy.
She'll double scoop. She'll do a 2 scoop
of intake.
Yeah.
What do you think of the HWMF?
I haven't brought a tub of that home yet. So
I had a lot of people hit me up. The dude Josh Baker from down there at Diamond, Diamond B Livestock.
Yeah.
That place I get the steaks.
Uh-huh.
He's like, hey, how good's HWMF? He's like, I haven't seen the panel yet. I'm like, it hits. And I showed him the panel and everything, like, 400 mgs of stimulants. And he's like, oh, I'm in. That's the one. That's for you. That's for me. I'm like, really? And he's like, oh, me and the dudes at the fucking firehouse, because he's a fireman. He's like, we'll fucking chew through those. I was like, no shit. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I will be at the GNC down the road from us getting a picture too, because he'll send me meat sticks and stuff. So I'm gonna send him some stuff. But
nice.
But he's like, oh yeah, I'm getting a picture for you,
dude.
Bud.
Yeah, I mean the 400 mig thing doesn't phase most people.
That's fucking nuts.
Like they're all about.
Look at Aiden. He's like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in here so this is I was mentioning 7th gear. Like this is replacing the 7th gear of the high stim pre-workout that we have. So people were comparing it to 7th gear, and Heather got pissed at me. She's like, it's not fucking 7th gear, Seth. I'm like, I'm not saying it is. She's like, well, people think you are. I'm like, okay, it's not 7th gear. So Heather wanted to have more of a full panel pre-workout, but it be a stim based. So there's 6,000 milligrams of citrulline. So there's 6 grams of citrulline. This is 2 scoops. 2.5 grams of betaine anhydrous. Big betaine fan. 600 mgs of alpha GPC. 325 mgs of caffeine anhydrous. And then we also have the Cognitique at 100 mgs. So there's your little bit of focus.
Yeah.
And then we have 75 mgs of Zoom XR. So that's an extended release. That's an extended release caffeine. So that helps curve the crash.
Yeah.
So you got 325 mgs of caffeine anhydrous and 75 mgs of the Zoom XR. And then we also have in there Synephrine at 75 mgs, and then Alpha Yohimbe at 2 mgs, and Yohimbe at 1 mg. That's that part where it tickles my testicles a little too much. That's where I start getting, I can't fucking handle this. The Yohimbe fucks me up. It's like clenbuterol for me. Like I can't go too far. So I'm a 1 scoop guy. So I can get the half a meg of Yohimbe. I'm okay there. Maybe a little less than 1 scoop that I mix with like a scoop and a half of hydraulic. But you love this shit. Aiden loves it. John loves it. All the meatheads love it. Like Ty took it for leg day, and he's like, I fucking love it. Oh man. It's just it hits you in the face. It does exactly what you want it to do. And the cool thing is, this is one product where we don't have the beta alanine in it.
Yeah.
So there's no flushness. It's just stimulants to the face.
But it's not like a shitty high stim gross feeling.
No. No gray area no gray area ingredients, and no like you don't get I don't get the upset belly from it. You know what I mean? And that's Heather's doing. Heather.
No stim day.
No stim day. What they used to call it? 1,3 dick. 1,3 dimethyl. DMA. Yeah, you get the 1,3 dick. Or what'd they call it? Is that what it was? 1,3 dick?
Stim dick, but I didn't know.
There was something because of DMAA, and I think they called it 1,3 dick. Because you just couldn't get a fucking chub. You couldn't even get a chub. No full on raging hard-ons when you fucking got too stimmed out. Yeah. You're all clammy. Did my prostate enlarge? I am 21 years old. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's Heather's doings. I love that just people take a lot of pride in their work. It's like everything that we've preached for years is actually the culture that we have. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. I mean, and that's why this time around this is working with GNC. you know, I got that question, you know, it didn't work out with you guys in there before and this and that. And, you know, you got burned by them. We didn't get burned by anyone. It was our team not being educated to set ourselves up for success with GNC.
Yeah.
That's shipping and logistics, knowing how they prefer things packaged and shipped and received. That's everything. That's every department being educated, because GNC gives you the tools to be successful. They give you a binder on how to do everything to make sure we are compliant, they are compliant, and it's a beneficial relationship for both.
It is not easy to own a supplement company.
No, it is not. Anybody
that has a supplement company, I tip my hat to them.
Yes.
Anybody that has a successful supplement company, I take my hat off to you.
Yep.
It is very, very, very difficult to have a successful supplement company. Mm-hmm. It is highly competitive. And whenever you go, that's why I say, I've been saying it for a little bit here. You got to give credit when credit is due.
Yep.
Okay. You got to give credit when credit's due. For any company, if anybody does a good job on something, I have to say good job to the owner.
Mm-hmm.
I have to, because it's not easy to do. You go and do something big, dude, you guys worked really hard on it. You go into GNC, you go into Vitamin Shop, you start growing your company. Those levels pucker your butthole up, no matter who you are and what facet, because it's tough. Because whenever you're dealing with a corporate entity, they are very big. There is a lot of overhead. There are chargebacks. There are ways they operate. Whenever you say corporate, there's ways that they operate that they can't change, because their internal structure is built off of this foundation of how they do things.
Yep.
So, like, you have to make sure that you play by the rules. Now, there's times whenever you work together through things and negotiate through contracts and negotiate through launches or, you know, deals and all that stuff. But, like, there's a lot of things that you have to be prepared for. Like, whenever you, like, and it's not just with GNC or Vitamin Shop. There's distribution international. There's 30-day terms, 60-day terms, 90-day terms, which are never existing, but 45-day terms. So it's like if you have to understand for cash flow for those purposes. Mm-hmm. And whenever you come out with a new product, it's not free. Like, you have to pay for new products, and your manufacturer, you might have 30-day terms with your manufacturer and 45-day terms with the vendor. So the vendor is going to pay you in 45, but you need to pay your manufacturer in 30. Oh, so that doesn't add up.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's a thing that a lot of people don't understand. Whenever you bring in that next level, a Vitamin Shop, a GNC, Walmart is way bigger, Costco, like, that takes money, that takes structure, that takes planning, that takes so much behind the scenes overhead expenses that is insane, that a lot of people do not even take that into account. They just think that, I get this, you called, you ordered it, it came in, you get this, I give you money, I don't know, like, I'm giving you my money. Yes, but it's the company. It's just like purchasing, and it's in every single industry, whether it's a grocery store, whether it's whether you're going to Home Depot, mm-hmm. whether you're buying things, like, every single thing that you do, no matter what store it is, not just supplements. Everything is that way. It deals with terms. It deals with money. It's crazy.
Yeah. And
whenever you start talking about that, you get accounting, finance, and legal involved. Mm-hmm. And nobody sees those fucking cunts. They suck. But it's all part of business. Because the bigger you get, the more intense it goes. And and that's why I say, like, any company, we're all in this competitive space, and I want to win. I want my team to win, but you cannot not give credit where credit is due. Mm-hmm. When a company does something cool, they got to do it. And, like, the first that comes to my mind, like I was saying yesterday, we were talking on the Bro Chat podcast, like, one of the questions, they do questions at the end that ask people anything. Fuck, I forgot to post ours. I was going to post a story of us and say, you know, so we could do some questions. Mm-hmm. But it was, what supplement company what do you think the best supplement company is out there that's not hostile, Raw or Axe and Sledge, because Ian's sponsored by Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Like, which one? And I was like, that's a cool question, because there's other supplement companies out there, you know? And first thing that popped in my mind was Evogen and Like a Pro, like Hani and Jeff Long. Like, they do a really good job. And then Fuad said Gorilla Mind. And I was like, I actually tried a Gorilla Mind energy drink at the conference. It was really fucking good. It tasted delicious, but I couldn't fucking focus. It fucked me up so bad, the nootropics and all this other shit in there that was like, because it was just too much of everything for me. I was like, hey, dude, I can't fucking drink this thing. I was like, I drank a quarter of it, and I'm like, I am fucked up. But then they were like, yeah, dude, people love that feeling. I'm like, I do not.
Yeah.
But you just, I don't know, like, you have to. Like, because people are seeing what we're doing, and they're definitely saying really good job. They are.
Yep.
And it's cool. The other one, the guys at Raw. So I was at GNC. We were filming the videos, and I saw their drinks in there. They just did their RTDs.
Yeah. Okay.
It was chocolate, vanilla, salted caramel, and mocha latte. And I was like, gotta try them all, dude. And I got them. They're fucking delicious.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
They're really fucking good. Like, how can you not like, because whenever you're on the go, you buy Core Powers. Everybody does.
Yep.
And they directly compete with Core Powers because they are delicious. They're smooth, they're creamy, no aftertaste, 30 grams of protein. It's a whey protein isolate. Phenomenal. The only downfall is they're a little pricey.
Yeah.
But whenever you're on the go and you need a delicious shake, they fucking slaughtered it. You got to give credit where credit's due. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You can't not. Because we know personally, like they even said, like it was really hard to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, I fucking bet it was.
I can imagine. I know what it costs now to make a tub of protein, and I can't imagine what it costs to do a 100% whey isolate on the go.
RTD.
Like it's scary.
Yeah. And a lot of people fuck them up because you get the aftertaste, you get the it's a blander flavor. They did a great job.
That's cool.
Yeah. And got to give credit where credit's due, man. You have to. And that's also other people looking and saying the same thing. Like we've heard it from people that they were like, you guys did a really good job with this. And it's like, yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I still have my pulled muscle in my neck. It's not good. There's a fluid sac that I found.
Really?
Yeah, from it being so inflamed. I think that's what it's from. Jake, I texted him. He's like, yeah, come in. And I was like, I don't have time to come in though. He's like, then why are you texting me?
You come in.
Yeah, you come here, motherfucker.
You're waiting for him to be like, you need me to come by?
Yeah, I am.
I know.
I am.
I think the same thing.
He's like, I texted him. And then he's like, yeah, come in. And I was like, I don't have any time. He's like, and why did you text me?
Okay. Yeah, he's like, what the fuck?
Fuck,
We're going to talk in circles here?
Oh, man. Fuck.
It's warm in here.
It is.
I also have fucking pants on today.
You wore pants today?
Yeah.
Oh, you crazy
I know, fucking idiot.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. If I was just, I don't know.
I don't know. I can't wear pants, dude. Can't do it.
I feel like I've just been wearing out all my shorts and I need to give them a break. I don't. Like I don't own an apparel company.
Yeah. Like you can't just go get more.
I got like 3 pairs of each. Yeah.
It is good time.
What else happened? Did we miss anything?
Going into a new building.
Yeah. Yeah, just ordered a fucking shit ton of desks.
Yeah.
You're welcome, team. Fuck.
Yeah, dude.
I never thought I'd see like a bill for 40 desks.
Fuck. I wanted no part of that. Zero part of it all.
No, you. I thought you did a really good job, like letting me and Shane kind of run with everything.
Yep.
Only like a little bit of pushback. And not really pushback, just devil's advocate,
Yeah.
and then we just push forward.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to deal with that shit.
Nope.
It pissed me off.
I gotta
got
order
enough stuff to get pissed off about.
I got to order sconces.
Oh, we do have to do that.
Yep.
New building's sick.
Yeah.
We got a lot of cool plans with it.
Dude, it's so cool.
Super cool.
Yeah.
It's our new headquartered building. We got a really cool podcast set up. Big room for all the content that we want to do. It's fucking awesome. Super cool. And we're moving the gym. It's going to have a different feel. It's going to be fun. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that.
What else? Try 100 other things we're forgetting here.
My life just runs together.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. Still didn't buy a square body or a Bronco or a muscle car.
Yeah, dude, what are you doing?
I don't know.
Just buy something.
Just being a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, look at deer.
Oh, hey.
Yeah. Hey, look at deer.
God, aren't they hot as fuck right now? No. Nature.
Nature versus nurture.
Wow, tons of notifications going on.
I know.
The old telephone.
Mine is fucking full and smashed.
No calls or texts from Shane, so that nothing's on fire. That's good.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's saving it. Doesn't want to put us in a mood.
That's what I was just.
Uh-huh.
That fucking kid, dude. That son of a bitch. He calls me. If my phone rings before 8:15 and it has Shane's name on it, I'm like,
He's not calling. He's not calling with good news.
Nope. Nope. But
I get the evening call from him.
yeah, I don't get evening calls.
Yeah, I get
Shane.
the evening call.
I don't get those. I don't want them.
It's funny, like me and you talk to him separately, but we don't really like talk to each other via phone much anymore.
No,
No, we kind of use Shane as like a middleman for that.
He does so much.
Yes, he does.
He does so much. I don't know how he hasn't killed anyone yet.
Yeah, yet. Mm-hmm.
Oh no, it's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'll cover it up too.
Oh, there's Knoxville.
Oh, he's looking for the deer.
Yep, he smells him.
Yeah, he's like, I saw him.
He's pointing. Oh, I forgot to bring a brush in because Heather doesn't brush the little, what are those called? Well, prickers.
Yeah, jaggers.
Jaggers, yeah. She doesn't take care of those.
So what Ironman are you doing?
Ohio, 70.3 in Sandusky.
Sandusky, Ohio.
Yeah, it sucks there.
Tommy Callahan.
Yep.
Big Tom Callahan's son. Callahan Auto Parts.
Yeah, it's coming up.
It's a shit race.
Oh, yeah, dude. I remember the last time I did, it was hot as fuck.
And it was a horrible swim.
The swim is like a washer machine.
But it was your best run. It was your best fucking
qualified for Worlds there. So hopefully we get a repeat.
That's why you're going to that shit state and that shit area.
Going out solo. It's just me.
You're nobody else.
No one's going with me. I'm driving out, I'm racing, and I'm coming home.
Holy.
Yep. Trying to remove like stressors and I just want to get in and get out.
Oh, man.
Yep.
It's a ballsy move.
I know.
That's like some David Goggins shit.
It is. Yeah.
One man wrecking crew.
I was telling you, I think I fucked up booking my Airbnb there.
Listen to this.
Yeah.
Listen to this.
So I think I was stoned up one night and I was like, fuck, I didn't book an Airbnb, and everything, when there's a race in a city, everything gets booked up. Like you're not getting shit. So I found one room and it was like right across the street from the swim start. So like you don't need to drive or do shit while you're there. And the other night I'm like, oh, I'm just going to check how to check in. You know, is it before 4:00, whatever. And I'm looking at it and I'm like, man, this just looks like I'm in someone's house. Like I just have a room in their house. And I'm reading through the thing and it's like office room in shared space. I'm like, I was like, what is shared? I don't like the term shared space. I don't like sharing my space. And I'm reading, and then it tells you how to enter through the teal front door. And your room is the one that says office on the door. I'm like, I'm in someone's fucking house. And then at the bottom, it says occupied by family. Like, I'm showing up and living in someone's house with them there. And I'm like, hey, I'm like, yeah, right,
He's
right.
Be carrying
dude.
his fucking bike in.
Yeah. Yeah, because you bring all your shit in, you got to like tune up the bike before you go out. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, I got to get out of this because I'm like, I'm either sleeping in the van now or hopefully something popped up. And a lot of people cancel when they can't make it, and some things popped up. So I got a decent room, but Kim's like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, you need to focus in on when you're booking these trips because you waste a shit ton of money with bad decisions.
Dude. If you showed up not knowing up, and you showed up and you were like at someone's fucking house and they're like, hi, Mr. Dautrick. And like the kids are there eating fucking food and hanging out. And you'd be like, where the fuck am I right now?
Yeah. Like you shared their kitchen.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do? Just fucking, not to mention, what am I doing on race morning? I get up at 3 a.m. and take like 3 fucking shits. Like, I'm making noise in the kitchen. Like, how is that going to work? It was not going to work.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's funny as fuck.
So, yeah. And it was they had a cancellation policy. Thank God.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Almost ruined that one. Yeah. I know.
That was funny.
Yep. Yeah. Kim just did Penn State 70.3, placed in the top 10. She's an athlete.
Yeah,
She's just a fucking athlete.
She just got it.
Yeah, and then she's got world championships in France in September. 8.5 weeks. Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Think about it.
Where did the time go?
Mm-hmm.
Sound like my dad.
That's why the fucking back to school shit's out, dude.
Oh my God. Such dog dick. It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I need time to slow down. Yep. Oh my God. That gave me so much anxiety.
Mm-hmm.
My anxiousness is through the roof. You remember the one day we were in here, we were bullshitting about something, and we were talking about, like, you know, anything to take the edge off. We're just like, fucking God, so stressful. And Shane's like, I need an antidepressant.
Oh yeah, you're like, I need a bourbon or a smoke, and he's like, I need a fucking
Antidepressant.
Yeah.
That's what it was. I was like, I need to fucking smoke a cigarette and drink a beer. And he's like, I need an antidepressant. Like, oh my God, that's way worse than mine.
I mean, dude, to be able to sit back and laugh a little bit with all the, dude, there's so much going on here. It's insane.
Oh, dude.
But to be able to sit back and be with the right people and laugh at it a bit is comforting.
Oh, yeah. You just give it all you got.
That's right.
Give it all you got. What else happened?
I know, dude. There's other things.
Oh, yeah.
SJ's a fucking wild man.
Oh, man.
A wild man.
Yeah, he's all banged up right now. Dude.
Yeah.
He got sick. He's a fucking mess right now.
All fucking cut up from Jaggers.
Okay.
And
Okay. This kid.
Yeah. Run everyone through what 4th of July weekend looked like. For
Okay. My son is a version of me at my age now. Okay. He is not Seth Feroci whenever I was a child. Like, I was a very sweet mama's boy. He loves his mama. But, so he's not like a soft kid. Everything is rough. And I might hang out with him too much. Okay, so Hannah and Emmy go on their gymnastics trips. So I'll stay with him for an entire weekend. Well, he's with me here at work. He's with me at home. I work out, and he's there. We do everything together. We eat together, shit together, like everything together. It is like stepbrothers with he and I. You know, I still make sure that, you know, I'm having a dad influence and not like a brother influence, like a dominant influence over him and teaching him and Like mom and sister are away and we're taking care of the house. We're the men of the house and, teach them all these values and staying in shape and working out and all this nice stuff. And I do it with my edge. Like I'm not going to give the edge to it because I think that's important. This kid does not pee inside the house. He pisses outside all the time. And he's going to preschool in the fall. We're really worried about him just whipping his dick out and peeing at preschool outside. Mm-hmm. So we're trying to clean that part up. But he is a wild man and does not care about anything. He, oh my God, where do I start? Okay, so we'll just go through July 4th weekend. He found wild berries in the woods, like blackberries. Well, blackberries are jagger bushes. They're thorn bushes. He has cuts all over his body, his arms, his legs, his calves. He goes in his underwear and Crocs looking for berries and telling everybody. He now knows, recognizes deer trails. He finds them and goes and follows them through the woods in his fucking underwear and Crocs. He's talking about climbing trees. So now he's covered, imagine this, he's covered in jagger cuts all over his shins. Okay. And then he wants to climb a tree. And I'm like, well, if you want to climb a tree, you got to get up in there. I'm not going to put you up in there. You got to figure a way out. Well, Emmy's friends were over and he wanted to impress the girls. So he started climbing the woodpile. When he climbed the woodpile, he smashed his face off the fucking woodpile because he had a misstep with his hands. Literally shiner cut right on his face. So now he has a shiner cut on his face, covered in jagger scratches. And then he had the goggles in his hands in the pool. And he's diving into the pool. Like he does a fucking face first dive into the pool. And he had the goggles when he was doing it. And then the goggles ended up jamming him in the chin. So now he has a big cut on his chin. And then he smashed the side of his face off of the coffee table playing basketball. So he has a giant bruise on the side of his face. He has a huge goose egg bump bruise on his shin from kicking the concrete when he got out of the pool. My son looks abused right now. He looks abused. And I'm like, holy fuck. It's every day. Hannah and I are just looking at ourselves going, this is nuts. The child does not stop. He is so full of testosterone and so full of fucking excitement for life. It is insane. And she's like, and then he uses swear words in context, which is something that we got to work on. That's my fault. It's not my fault. It's Hannah's. She's not disciplining him. It's 100% my fault. But the kid, he'll be like, so the one day I was like, I said something. You know that one meme where there's that black guy that's like, what's up with it, motherfuckers? Like that. Like, do you ever see people using that?
Yeah.
It's awesome. I think it's so funny. So I said that to Adeline and Ben the one day. And SJ goes, Dad. He's like, you can't say motherfuckers. That's a bad word. And I look at Hannah and she's like, this is your fault. And I'm like, I know. Shit. Like, oh, he's 4. And it's mayhem. So, and he loves watching Top Gun Maverick.
Yeah.
Loves the movie. We watch it every time the girls leave. It's a guy thing. Loves cooking on the grill with me and then picking at the meats because like the chicken, like if you're chicken thighs, yeah, gotta try it. He loves that. He thinks that he's a fucking absolute animal. The kid ran 1.5 miles with me the one day. Did laps around the building with me. I'm just like, it's just mayhem. Yeah, and he thinks his dick is funny as hell. He thinks it's hilarious. Like when he puts on his nighttime pull up and is like, he's putting them on and it pulls up. What smashes his dick to do the flip tuck thing. Yeah. And the tip of it sticking out the top of the fucking pull up. And he's like, Dad, check it out, Dad. I'm like, I'm like, kid.
Dude, that's really funny.
It's hilarious. Oh, so yeah, that's my son. It's a trip. My life is, again, this goes back, dude, I love my life. It's super awesome. It's stressful. It's intense, but I have so much cool shit, and he is a fucking hoot. Loves loud shit. Loves it. Like loves your race cars,
Mm-hmm.
loves big trucks, thinks motorcycles are awesome. I'm just like, dude, I'm a little nervous because I think stitches are coming soon.
It's inevitable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is. It's gonna hurt a little bit on Hannah and I's part. I think Hannah might melt.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't. So me, like whenever the girls leave, I'm like, we're the men of the house. We take care of the house. We do this. We do that. Like, like take care of everything. Like when I cut the grass, if I fire the tractor up, he comes running. He's like, I'm doing it with you.
Yeah, let's go.
So I had to leave for the GNC convention,
Mm-hmm.
and I told him, I was like, you're going to be the man of the house now. I was like, I'm not going to be home. I was like, make sure you're good for your mom and take care of your sisters. Like, make sure they're good. Check on them, just egging them up,
Mm-hmm.
So Hannah texts me. She's like, what'd you tell SJ? I was like, what do you mean? She's like, he told me I'm not allowed to leave. He's going to protect me. I was like, no, he didn't. She's like, oh, yeah. She's like, I wasn't allowed to go down the slide today because I might get hurt. I was like, fuck. Taking it too far, kid. You're too far. He doesn't let her go get the mail alone because you got to go up the whole driveway.
Yeah.
He's like, it's close to the road. I got to go with you. He goes up and makes sure.
He's
Yeah.
like,
Oh,
hey,
dude.
easy.
Put the arm on. He's like, well, look both ways.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kid's a hoot. And I don't know, that to me is super cool.
That's very cool.
I find it fascinating that you're able to have that much of an impact on a child so early.
Mm-hmm.
And they say that age, that 3 or 4 years old up to 7, is that age is whenever a child absorbs more information in that 4 or 5 year period than at any other point in their entire lives. So it's like, holy shit, how impactful can you be on those children at that age?
Yeah, they're going to absorb the good or the bad. Yeah.
And then that same saying, you look around at society and what is being pushed by the norms, and you're like, son of a bitch, they know this.
Mm-hmm.
Those dirty sons of bitches. Yeah. But, it's cool. Yep. Emmy still does gymnastics.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't change at all. Adeline started training at gymnastics again. That came out of nowhere.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Just out of left field.
Hmm.
Just was like, yeah. She's like, I want to start training. And I was like, what? What's that? She's like, yeah, I'm going to start training. And I'm like, oh. Okay. Cool. So she's working out again.
That's cool.
Like, yeah, she's been training in the gym, like, working out,
Yeah.
weightlifting. She does the functional workouts, all that stuff. And but then something clicked.
Mhm.
Something happened that I don't know what it is, but she's like, yeah, I want to start training again. So she's in gymnastics. She's like, I think I'll be able to compete bars. And I'm like, oh, yeah? All right, then.
Let's go.
So we'll see how it's cool. And dude, what are you supposed to do at that age? You're learning so much. You're 16, 17 years old.
Yeah.
You don't know what. Fuck, I still don't know what's going on some days.
Mm-hmm.
At that age, you don't even know what the fuck is going on.
No, but something pulled her back.
Yeah.
There's something there.
Oh, for sure. And I'm not asking.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to pry.
Don't matter.
It'll come out eventually.
Mm-hmm.
It's that thing too. Like you look back at your life, like whenever you were that age and what you were doing and how you made decisions, and there's just certain feelings or thoughts or something happened or anything that you got to roll with. And that's the tough thing about being a parent. Like, dude, it's hard being a fucking parent. It really is. And as your kids get older, it doesn't get any fucking easier.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. Because now she's going to college, and I was joking around about Ohio State and everything. Ohio State's still in the running. WVU popped up because apparently their medicine program is becoming quite renowned in the area. Very good program. Yeah. College is so expensive. I don't know how people do it.
No, after what you were explaining yesterday, that's
There are
mind-blowing.
certain colleges that cost $60,000 a year. Who's paying that? Who's paying $60,000 a year for an undergraduate degree? Like, I don't know any undergraduate degree that you're getting out and you're just going to be making that kind of money immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no, like, you could go get a business degree at that school that pays $60,000 a year. You have to pay $60,000 a year to go to and get a business degree. You're not coming out making 60 grand a year and paying that off quickly.
No.
Like it's 60,000 a year. That's $250,000 for a fucking undergraduate degree.
Yeah. I mean, you got a 30 year fucking loan on your hands there.
What's going on? I was like, this is fucked. I was like, if you're not going for a specialized degree, get the fuck out.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's specialized degrees. Like if you're going for something specialized, eventually you should be making a 6-figure income.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But then it's like, oh, look, I'm going for business law as my undergrad. I was like, are you going to go to law school? Well, yeah. It's like, okay, cool. Good. That's important. But if you're not, then you should probably reevaluate how you're going to do things.
Mm-hmm.
Like Adeline wants to be a doctor. Okay, yeah, understandable. Like what kind of doctor you do want to be? There's a whole lot of different things you can go for. So it's like, you got to make sure you choose the right things. But if you're just going for like fucking random shit, I'm like, I don't know about that. Unless you go to a state school, like, yeah, go to a state school and you're going to in-state, state school and it's costing like fucking $6, $7, $8 grand a fucking semester.
Mm-hmm.
It's like under 20 grand a year. Like, yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, that's doable.
But then even so, that's expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just surface level costs. That's not all the other factors that come into play.
Yeah, all the books, the other expenses, all the bullshit.
Bro, $60K a year. What are you doing? That's maddening. Yep.
Yeah, dude, like if you start looking at it like from like normal life expense outlook, like I mean that's more than you're spending on a really like hefty mortgage on a big home.
Yeah.
Just for
$60K a year is $5 grand a month.
That's just tuition too. That's not
That's
like
what I mean.
that's not all the shit.
It's not food.
Yeah. Food, travel.
Oh, I got a meal plan. Well, you're gonna have other food at your fucking house.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Oh my God is right, dude. It is unbelievable. Like I know that was a couple of the like private schools, you know,
yeah,
that I looked at, and I was just like, this is crazy. But you know, doing business down in Mexico and going so much, I may have made some connections. You know, might have some nice concrete packages, you know, just coming across the border back to us. You know?
International.
Yeah, it's international bricks.
Yep.
Not bricks you're thinking of. Maybe it is the bricks you're thinking of.
What?
Huh?
What?
You know, bricks.
Brick killed a guy. I saw that.
I know. All of a sudden, you're going to be like, what is going on here? She's going to a prestigious school. That Mexican deal is going really well, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Oh, dude. So you know how all those fucking douchebag dickheads on TikTok and like Instagram entrepreneurs and all this are like, I can help you turn this much money into this much money. Mm-hmm. Watch me do this. And it's like, hey, there's something else. And the one guy was like, follow along with me, and I'm going to teach you how to turn $1,000 into $10,000. And he's like, and it's not an internet scam. And he's like, we're going to sell drugs. And I was like, finally, yes, somebody that's honest. Like, show me your game plan. Show me how you do it. I would love to see it. He's 10X in that shit.
Yep, in a weekend.
So we're going to take $1,000 of cocaine, and we're going to step on it. We're going to cut it, which then eventually is going to make us $3,000. We're going to take that $3,000, and we're going to buy more cocaine. Then we're going to step on that, cut that up, and then that's where the 10 comes in. And then we're just going to keep repeating that until we become an empire. Sounds good. What about employing people? They'll work for cocaine.
Yeah. Loyalty.
Oh my God. But I think it's funny whenever those things like whenever people start making fun, because there are legitimate people on Instagram and TikTok that do a good job. Like there are legitimate people, but there are a lot of fucking scam artists. There are a lot of people that fake everything And then whenever people make fun of them, I think it's funny as hell.
Yeah.
I just think it's hilarious. Good times. Well, this was a great time, Bob.
This was very fun.
Yeah, we're back to it.
Yeah.
Once a week, back in here. Cool shit. We get back to just making content.
Yeah.
Back to fucking doing cool shit and slowing down a little bit. It was mayhem.
We compared it to Black Friday vibes.
Very much so.
If not more intense.
I think it was more intense.
Yeah.
I honestly do think so.
I do too.
I mean, we still have really cool shit planned for Black Friday.
Very cool.
Yeah. We might even for AAR, just as a hint, we might even be bringing back like some cool deals that we did in the past.
Very favorable deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like my favorite deal of all time that we figured out how to do it on the website now.
Yeah.
Something called 5 for $100.
Yeah. Maybe we'll put a bunch of stuff in there for $100.
Maybe we will. We drive our IT team crazy. Being one fucking guy.
Corey hates our guts.
He loves us, but he hates us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait to I'm going to fuck with him today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Got to.
Yeah.
It's wedding season. But, all right, everyone. As always, thank you guys so much for everything. We are back. We are in it. Feels good. I feel like I got a little bit of room. Do karate in here. But, everyone, again, there is one thing that I'm asking all of you to do, please. It is I want you to flood GNC. I want you to go fucking overwhelm the stores. I want you to make sure that they know exactly who we are and what the HWMF community is. This sign will be up in GNC for 30 days. Flood the stores this weekend. Go take your picture. I will be reposting every single person that tags me in a story or on your feed. I am going to be reposting every single person that takes a selfie or a picture with their HWMF sign in GNC. All of it. Let them feel you. Ask them what it means. Tell them you are a hardworking motherfucker. And they're going to be like, oh boy, this was a bit much. I fucking love it. Embrace it all, everyone. Continue to be good motherfuckers. Make sure you have fun this summer. Make sure you're doing cool shit, being present with your family, your significant other, your kids, all of it. Be a hardworking motherfucker. Love you guys. I'll see you next week.
See ya.